I'm really sorry if my ugly crying face piss you off this. It would put me off too, to be fair. Don't blame you. I just wanted to come on here and kind of... Sorry, you'll have to bear with me quite a bit during this 2 seconds. Kind of share my experience with how this being in a care home and away from my family and waiting to get home and everything. Pull yourself together, Ish, for God's sake. Sharpay Evans moment. Yeah, how everything has affected me, because the last 3 weeks have 100% just changed, like, my view, my outlook again, because it's probably coming up to like a month now, actually. Because before this, I was struggling, but I was coping, and I get myself worked on it. It's like, I'll cry and I'll be fine, and that's it. I won't cry, and then like every couple of months, every few months, I'll get like this. That is so grim. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm gonna have to edit so much out of this. I get like this because it hits me, and I'm gonna be really careful with what I say here now, like, and onwards. But I was missing people, and I was coping with it. I was wanting to be out of a care home and in my own home, but I was coping with it. I was wanting freedom, but I was coping with not having it, because there's a special group of people here that... Oh, I need a tissue, sorry. That with my entire heart, I love more than ever. And I have meeting staff, and I have met some of the most amazing staff members I think I have ever, 100%, have ever and will ever meet. And if I could go back on, and I'm saying this in the nicest way possible, so if you see this and you've worked for me and you know me, don't take offence by it. Like, this isn't meant to be offensive. This is just a learning curve for me. So, if I could go back to being 18 and just receive, like, starting to receive care, which is, you're probably like, why have you got to 18? I'll do a video on that another time. But yeah, if I could go back, I think I'd say to myself, be more picky. be more picky, because actually that level 2, 3, 4, anything in health and social, or with people with disabilities, or like SEN or anything, I didn't think would be a massive deal in a job. And I've done level 2 health and social, like, I know what it involves, but I didn't realise that, again, I'm really sorry, I know that me sniffing like this isn't actually any good for anyone. Yeah, like, I've done level 2 health and social, I know what it involves, and I never thought it would be that much of a big deal that someone didn't have it until I've come here. And people have qualification after qualification after qualification in care and in looking after people. And that is something that going forward, because I'm having a brand new care team going forward, yeah, that is something I will take with me. I will be more picky. I'll be like, no, do you know what? Less people might apply to work for me, but they have the knowledge of, like, the background of care, of the health and safety, of the professionalism, but you can still be a friend, like, of so much. And I think that is definitely needed. And something that I will personally forever be grateful for this place. But aside from all of that, I have also made some lifelong friends here. And I know they'll be in my life forever and a day. And I know that if this place heard me say that, they'd hate me for it. But what can they do once I'm gone? I don't want to out my care home, out the company that my care home is run by, or anything. I don't know. I don't want to. I'm not mentioning names, and I'm not outing anyone. And if I do, I'll edit it out. But in the last 3 weeks, so I've been here coming up 6 months, right? In the last 3 weeks to a month, the way I've been made to feel, and the way that my group of people, all of us, have been made to feel is horrific. Like, I will love these guys until the day that I die, and nothing will change that. But the way that we've been made to feel by this care home as a whole is horrific. And if someone could walk inside this place unannounced on a day where my group of friends, my group of friends, the staff, when like our lot aren't working, if they could step inside this place and see, like, they'd be horrified. The way I've been treated and made to feel by management, like, just so many people and so many different levels, and I need to get this out now, even if I don't post it for a while on, like, YouTube. I need to get this out because it's ruining my mind. So it started, there was an incident with me transferring on the stand aid like I have done every day since I've been here. There was an incident and the emergency button had to be pressed, and it wasn't my fault and it wasn't the equipment's fault, which, you know, and this was on a day that my lock weren't working, so I think I'm really trying to be careful. I am sorry, I'm really like hyperventilating. That's not even a word, is now. Yeah, like, so it was on a day that my lock weren't working, and it wasn't me. Well, my foot slipped off. Hang on. Sorry, when I get myself worked up like this, I really struggle to catch my breath. But I wanted it to be as raw as possible. So yeah, my foot slipped off, and it wasn't like it's not happened before, like a freak accident, whatever. That accidents happen. It's the way that it was dealt with that I'm just, there's no words. It wasn't me, it wasn't the equipment, and it's never happened with my group of staff that know me, so that leaves a gap, and I guess you can fill that gap yourself, like you don't need me to explain it. So that happened. I then hurt my shoulder, so I didn't realise at the time, like I was running off adrenaline, and it wasn't until I sat down, like especially that evening, and I was like, my shoulder really hurts, because this specific piece of equipment, you hold on, and yeah, like you go up, like you stand up, obviously it's called a stand aid, and with what happened, the position I was left in, the position I was left in hurt my shoulder. You, like, genuinely, if you're still here at this point, congratulations, because please bear with. Yeah, so I hurt my shoulder, but it hadn't been reported to the people it needed to be reported to, so yeah. Anyway, the doctor ended up coming out the next day, said I sprained it, long story short. So this was on the Tuesday. So the incident was on the Monday. This was on the Tuesday. The doctor came out on the Tuesday. On the Wednesday, I was out of the home for pretty much the whole day, and I am forever grateful for that day, because it was one of the best days I've had since being so far away from home. So yeah, on the Wednesday I was out at the home for the whole day, so nothing really happened. Thursday morning, I got told that I was out of the blue. I'd just woken up. I got told that I was getting assessed to use this piece of equipment. Now, one, I didn't understand why, because it hadn't happened since. It had never happened before, and no one warned me. And with my BPD, borderline personality disorder. Obviously, everyone knows you have to prepare me for this sort of stuff. Can't just spring it on me, like, it doesn't go down well. So, basically, I lost it. Had a huge breakdown. I got told then that the OT was getting called to come and assess my safety on the standard. And I said, you know what, whatever, like, I don't care at this point. Then, that same, the Friday, I'm trying to work it out in my head, sorry. The Friday, I had one of my group of friends came in, and she went, so we've just been asked to come and let you know that we have to unfollow you on social media if we follow you. We have to do all of this and do all that, and basically we can't be as close. And I was like, you what? And we were all just baffled. We were like, why is this all coming out now? But yeah, I know that care homes have those policies, and I could go on forever about how different rules need to apply for different people. I, apart from my CP and my mental health, have absolutely, like, I know my safety on the internet, I know what I'm doing. I'm just like a normal, and I hate that word, a normal 22-year-old. So, yeah, that happened. Which, to me, was, okay, yeah, we're following policy, but, you know, like, why did it have to, like, who basically told on us? Like, we're 5-year-olds at school, who went and reported, because no one knew, so who went and reported after 5 months that we had each other on social media? Because, like, I don't know. And I've just realised I'm not going to post this until I leave, because then no one can say anything to me. But yeah, so I then had to basically sign a social media policy myself from here to say that I'd unfollow all staff, all staff would unfollow me, and I would basically not mention anything about the home on my social media, which I agreed to unfollow and them to unfollow me. But it gets to the point where you're like, are you telling me what to post on my social media because you're bad that your care home and the company that your care home's under will look bad? Because if that's the case, then that just shows, like, how bad it really is. But anyway, I haven't stopped posting about anything. Currently recording this video, that's why I'm saying I'll be posting it when I leave, because then no one can tell me to take it down. Yeah, so that happened. Basically got told that I was too close to staff, which is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life, considering I'm not close with any residents here, and currently I'm 47 miles away from home. So that was that. And then I've just felt really, like, I mean, I'm saying it now because I promise, like, I'm not gonna have uploaded this till after, but I'm still in contact and I'm still friends with all of my lot in that group. But I almost feel bad, like guilty, because I'm like, wow, like you've got in all this trouble because of me, like because you follow me, because you're friends with me, all of this, like I feel bad. So I've almost tried to distance myself, and yeah, like I don't like the people that I'm really, really, really close to. I still speak to fairly often, and I'm sure by the time I actually post this, I'll be speaking to everyone like often again. But the people that I'm really, really close to, I speak to like often, daily, and that's that. And like, oh, I don't know, I feel bad on them. But they're just, sorry, they have the same view as me in like, it's all stupid. And they can't stop us being friends is basically it. So yeah, I've distanced myself since then. And I just feel now, getting back to the original part of this video, I'm more and more alone. And it's not their fault, it's because I'm trying to distance so that I don't get anyone in any more trouble. But yeah, in turn, like, I'm feeling more and more alone. Obviously, I've got like my family and my friends at home, but like here, day to day, it is lonely. And I have more able-bodied friends as such, like from school, that can afford and have the option to, and are very capable of, and have done, in the terms of, I mean, private rented, got their own house, which is amazing for them. Like, I am happy for them and are settled. But what I'm annoyed about is 6 months in, classed as high risk and high medical welfare, I have to literally beg. Hang on 2 seconds. God. I'm like, once I get myself all worked up, I'm like a child with acid reflux. Like, it just, oh, it like all bubbles up in me. Yeah, so I have to literally beg like social services and the schemes that I'm working with. And do you know what? By the time I post this, I'm gonna be in my own house anyway, so I mean, it's still for anyone else. Like, I have to beg for them to give me an update, for them just to say there's no change, for them to say the decision will be made on this day, for them to say yes, you've got a chance, yes, like, you're like high priority for this property, like, no, this isn't the one for you, like, no, we can't offer it to you at this time. Just for a simple update is like draining blood from a stone at the minute. And with my anxiety, I really struggle to make phone calls, so like I rely on email to basically sort out my life. And when people don't reply to emails, I mean, luckily I've got some amazing friends through here and outside of here that would be like, yeah, let me phone them for you, like, you know, let me sort it out, which means the absolute world to me. But without that, like, you just wouldn't hear anything for weeks on end, weeks and weeks, and that's fine for them. They can go home back to their perfect little house and you know, not have to worry about technically being classed as homeless and living in a care home, and like the mental effect that has on someone like me who, other than my disability and my mental health, is absolutely fine. It's rough, and honestly, I feel like Panorama going behind the scenes by sharing all of this, but the way that it's been handled to make me this upset, to make me spot where I'm sobbing into a camera, and get myself that worked up, and, you know, trigger me that much, like, I don't know what goes through people's heads, and if I do post this any earlier, then we'll soon know if it comes back to people, which is why I 9 times out of 10 won't, because there's too many snakes in the grass, is one way to put it. So yeah, I am hoping tomorrow for some clarification and update on housing. Again, I just want to clarify that leaving my mum's, my family home, oh my god, look at the state of me. That was the best thing I could have ever done for myself. In terms of like my growth and independence and finding myself and learning to be at peace with myself and learning my own triggers and all of that, like, this whole thing is just a therapy journey in itself. And when I'm struggling like I am tonight, I almost use social media as my outlet, and I have done, like, throughout my teenage years, which is why I'm recording this. And as you can see throughout this video, I've calmed down because I'm talking it out, almost like you were sat in therapy, but you're talking it out to a camera, and you know that hopefully one day, somewhere, someone is going to unfortunately be in the same situation I am now, and they'll see this video at that time and it will help them. And yeah, like, that's all that matters to me. So yeah, as it stands, I'm waiting for an update in regards to housing. If not, I think I am going to be moving back to a care home in Bournemouth. Obviously, you'll be seeing this afterwards, so I will do like a part 2 to this video when I'm at home, in my own home, which is a very exciting thought. When all this is like over and a thing of the past, yeah, like, I will do a part 2 of this then. But like, from my experience being sat here now, yeah, like, I'll be moving closer to home if I don't, like, care home wise, if I don't get this bungalow. One, because of how, like, I've been made to feel by this place. 2, because I need to be closer to home. And 3, because my mental health now, again after 5.5 months of working so damn hard, is on the floor because of a situation that was completely out of my control. And it's just all spiralled into this, and I don't trust, apart from my lot, I don't trust anyone else here. I don't trust anyone. Everyone's out for themselves here, basically, apart from my group of, like, friends, and that's how it is. So yeah, that's how it stands for now. Obviously, I'm gonna be uploading this video a lot later on, so I'll keep adding little bits. I mean, this is half an hour in itself, so it might turn into like a mini documentary for YouTube, and that might explain to you guys why I've been so inactive on there. But yeah, this is the first part done. The second part will be if I get the bungalow. If I don't get the bungalow, I'll record that. And then the third part of this will be when I'm in my home. But obviously it will all be uploaded when I'm in my home. So I'll just upload it at different times. Like, it'll probably be all in 1 week. But yeah, just staggered. So yeah, that is it for now. What is the date today? So today is Thursday, the 22nd of April 2021, and that is where we stand. I will look forward to sharing this madness with you all. And yeah, I hope I didn't bore you too much in half an hour. Lots of love.